Hello YouTubers. So I just want to show you I built this router table, and 36, it's 43 inches tall, so it's got good space where I can just kind of stand up to it. It goes up to my mid belly. Anyways, I bought a router off Craigslist for 40 bucks. Came with 6 bits, every bit that I needed. Thought that was a pretty good deal. And then I just mounted it to the bottom of it. So I used 2x4s, and this whole project cost me maybe, I don't know, 20 bucks. So I bought 4 2x4s. I think they were 8 foot long. So 32 feet total of 2x4s. Some wood screws. Put wood screws all in it. Had a piece of MDF laying around, so I went ahead and used that. So it looks like it is 3/4 MDF. And then I bought this board. Let's see what it's called here. It's from Home Depot. It's 1/8 inch hardboard. It's 2x4. I think it was like 3 bucks, man. Home Depot. So with the scraps, I made a circle jig for my router. This here. So just took some circles, made some circles anyways. I used a propane tank, a little handheld propane tank for this side. And this side here I used the inside of a wet vac, the cap that holds the filter on. It was perfect size. So I just played around with it, and I figured out where I needed to drill my holes for my speaker rings. And that's what I'm gonna be using that for, speaker rings. So anyways, I glued the top of this board, glued the top of this little hardboard onto the MDF, and then I let it sit overnight. And then I made the cut out the size I needed, and I went ahead and countersunk some holes for the screws, and then the router just sits underneath. I've got my on-off switch. You can get fancy and actually wire in an on-off switch, get a light switch, some extra wire. That way all you can do is plug in an extension cord and you can flip it on and off on the outside, but I can just reach underneath and adjust it. And it seems to work out pretty good. So here's my C10 72. It's kind of messy right now. I built this about 6 years ago. And I'll show you more on that later. And here's the doors. I'm going to go ahead and redo the door panels to hold some Focal speakers. So these are the Focals PS165Fs, and they sound awesome. Made with a flax cone, so they should last forever. Came with I got 2 of them, and it came with the tweeters. 2 Focal tweeters. So there's the tweeter. Inverted dome. I think it's aluminum. I apologize for all the wiggleness. But so anyways, you wouldn't believe I got these speakers for 30 bucks at a junkyard. They were in a BMW, about a 2004 model BMW. And they were sitting in there. I got those 2, that set there, and then I got another set of the PS165 V1s, but I've sold them because I'm only going to use 2 of these in here. And so yeah, I'm going to stick the speakers in here like this, some maybe faced up or something, do a little fiberglass work. I'll take you through the process as I do it. Put some sort of speakers back here. But so yeah, 30 bucks. I got 4 Focal speakers, 4 tweeters, and you can't beat that. That's a bargain at a junkyard. And I found these 4 here. These are Alpines. SPS 600s, and they've got the crossover on it already mounted in to the tweeter. Picked those up for $5 a piece, so 20 bucks for 4 speakers that were perfectly great condition. Online probably would cost about, I don't know, 180 bucks to get those. So yeah, go to the junkyards and check out the vehicles, see what kind of speakers they have, because you can't beat that. It's a bargain. So I'll just show you real quick on basically what I'm going to do for the door panels. Is first thing you want to do is make a template. So far I've made a template for the bottom. And what you want to use is plastic. Just basically take you a piece of plastic and put it on there. And you want to trace it out. I taped it on there. So you just tape it on there, trace it out, and then take your template to a piece of, basically I got this fiber board. It's real thin from Home Depot. I've already pre-done one of my templates so far, so that's the one that's sitting on top here. I double-sided taped it to another piece, and I'll just use the router to go along and make an exact template. So now I've got 2 perfect templates to start on. This is the tape that I use. It's double-sided mounting tape from Ace Hardware. And you just gotta, whenever you're done taping, which I put little squares all along here, just to mount the piece on there so it doesn't fall off while I'm tracing it. Like $6 at Ace. But anyways, it's kind of a pain to get off. You just got to peel it with your thumb after you're done making your templates. I'm just using a little router bit that came with it. It's got 2 blades on there and a ball bearing on top. That way I can trace as I go. The ball bearing will sit across this piece here while I'm shaving it, and it should come out perfectly. So I'll show you real quick what I do. I've already started to shape this thing. So now I've got 2 of them together. And it basically makes it perfect. Same exact size everywhere. So I'll just shave this down a little bit. Finished project. So 2 identical pieces. That's where I'd mount the tape all around. Just all around these points to keep them together. And then like I say, you just gotta peel it off with your thumb. It's just not that hard. It's not that difficult anyways. And then you're done. So here's the bottom panel attached to the door assembly. Okay. Gonna go in the truck just like this. So there's the bottom part of it. I've got the top part to make, which I made out of a piece of whatever this is, poster board. I'm gonna go on top just like so. Gonna be one panel. And I'm gonna put my tweeter right here on the corner. And I'm gonna put my 6.5 on the bottom here. So there's the befores, and I'll show you the afters as I keep going. So here I am getting the body work done on the panels. Speaker ring, still gotta glue it in. It should look good when it's done. Stay tuned. Gotta wrap it. Here it is. Getting closer. Got the box for the speaker made. Still gotta lay some fiberglass on it. There's my tweeter pod. Still needs to be finished, but I'm still getting closer. So stay tuned. I noticed that if you do not staple around your material, that it will lift. So I don't know what kind of adhesive, but I use this Gorilla Glue adhesive, spray adhesive, heavy duty, and it lifted right up. That fiberglass resin just toasted it. So don't use the Gorilla Glue. You might leave in the comments what you all have used if you fiberglassed and put material down. But I just went ahead and, being so thin, I used a 97% polyester and 3% spandex. So it's nice and stretchy. Anyways, I'll show you all the rest later. So here it is. Panel almost complete. I gotta wrap it with some vinyl. I got my speaker housing for my 6.5 focal, my tweeters. I'm gonna make a nice little panel insert here. Wrap it with vinyl, put some little buttons on it to match my interior to my truck. There's the little blue insert behind it. Focal going into it. Fits very nicely. And then my tweet. Tweeter going nice. Speaker. Put on my door. Looking good. So there's the door panel. Put my Chevy emblem on there that I made. Glued it on. Let's use this square particle type board. And I cut it out to the shape of a Chevy emblem. And then I routed the corners of it so it'd be nice and smooth and round. Now I just got to wrap them. Install my speakers. And then I'll be done. So here it is, y'all. Finished the panels on my 72 C10. There's my door panels. I still got to get armrest, so ignore that. I've got my billet handles on there. There's my focal 6.5. My focal tweeter. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not bad for the first time. And I use two-way stretch vinyl, so you can put two-way stretch vinyl on pretty much anything. Made my insert there for the handles, put my rivets to match my seats. And the seats I did by myself also. I went to Walmart and got a heavy-duty Singer sewing machine, some seats from a 2000 Dodge Ram, and I tore them apart, copied the patterns onto vinyl, and put them on there. And there's my corner speakers. Still gotta make a center console to house my 12-inch sub and a back panel. Other than that, I'm pretty much almost there. So yeah, leave your comments. Let me know how I did for the first time ever making door panels and corner speaker pods. Thanks, y'all.